But most importantly, we have a national president from the National Association of Government Employees, a guy who gets it. Grew up in Cambridge, he worked in the building. He was the chief of staff to a former speaker, but more importantly than that, he's one of the greatest labor leaders in the country, and it gives me a great pleasure to introduce National President David Holway.
Thank you, Stephen. You introduced me exactly the way I told you to. And I'm happy you didn't have a stroke during your speech there. So listen, I was working for NAGE as a lobbyist back when the Common and NAGE and the other unions, the AFL-CIO, passed the Pacheco bill. So I know a little bit about the Pacheco bill, and I know how it's been implemented over the years, but I really don't know a lot about transportation unions. So I reached out and hired a consultant to prep me for today's meeting, and I asked the consultant who works for the MBTA, I said, look, do you mind if I use your name? He said, look, employees of the MBTA don't have names, they have numbers. And my consultant was number 1598, employee 1598. And as I sat down with him, I said, what do you think? He said, well, it appears to me that Governor Baker is blaming 10 feet of snow on me and the other employees of the T. And it seems to me that the managers of the T are the real problem here. It wasn't the employees that didn't have the work trains running overnight to clear the tracks. It was management. It wasn't the employees that didn't put the cars in the tunnels. It was management. Those are management decisions. You know, they talk about FMLA. They have plenty of tools to address any abuses, but if managers don't want to manage. Now, what they're trying to do, given their history of mismanagement, is to give those same managers more power over the lives of the people that work at the MBTA. And this is going to have a ripple effect, because if they can do it to the T employees, they can do it to the state employees and city and town employees. And if they can do it in Massachusetts, they can do it in Connecticut, in Rhode Island, and right across this country. We've got to stop this right here and right now. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering how much I paid 1598. Two Bud Lights, actually, was the fee for him. But he's right. You know, public employees get up every day and go fulfill their function. And the managers sit in their fat seats with their fat checks and their fat pensions and dictate how it is we're going to deliver services. And they make mistakes every day. We saw this winter. You know, it was the management of the T that hired the contractor for the commuter rail. They're the big problem this winter. And what this governor wants to do is to ruin the middle class. You know, a vast majority, or a vast percentage of the employees at the T are females with good middle-class jobs. A lot of people at the T are minorities with good middle-class jobs. What's going to happen to everybody if he gets to privatize it? They're going to be paying people $12 an hour to drive a bus. They're going to ruin society. So let's not let them do it. Let's deliver a message to the governor and to anybody in the legislature that wants to get in line with them that we're not going to stand for it. Let's go fight